Pre-game.
I think this one's going to go well.
Okay.
Joe Johnson told me on the floor that during that stretch in the fourth, he felt like the defense was really fueling the offense. What did you see during that period?
Well, we had a little lull there where we were close, and then they kind of got away from us. I think it was 83-78, and we decided to go small, and then Mason had the 2 block shots, and then the kid traveled, and we, just took off. It's like our whole spirit just rose up, and then Joe hit a couple of threes, and everybody just, got into that avalanche that was starting to happen. It started rolling downhill, and it was hard for them to stop it. And I just thought that it was a great grinded out game, and we showed a lot of composure and poise, and also a lot of mental toughness, because in these games like the last one, you have to stay focused, and it takes mental toughness when they're making shots or driving or getting an offensive rebound. You got to stay after it and keep playing, and we did, and eventually we got control of the game. And I thought Joe was superb, coming down the stretch along with Jarrett, and then Mason's rebounding and shot blocking. But the whole team's defense was good, and we just closed off the angles, and we got a win.
When you look at Plumlee, is it just a matter of him getting some more minutes the last 6-7 games?
It's all coaching.
Well, obviously. But minutes, or is it more than that? Is there something different?
No. Mason made a conscious decision to go and just play and not worry about what I say. If I yell at him, if I take him out of the game, just go play. And his confidence is rising. I mean, he's doing some stuff that I haven't seen Mace do since I've been here, and it's good to see.
You actually stole my thunder there. Did you see something more out of Mason tonight? Late in that game, having played 40 minutes and being able to energize your team the way he did.
Well, he's a young guy, but he kept making second and third efforts. And one of the things I had on the board tonight was multiple efforts on defense, because this team, keeps coming at you, and you got to go help, you got to recover, you got to go help again. And the play where he went for the fake and then turned around and blocked the kid's shot, that was huge. And then he helped on one, and they threw it to his man. He ran back and blocked that shot. So those are the effort plays that it takes to win in this league. Everybody can make one effort, but to make 2 and 3 and not think about it, but just react to it because it's the thing to do. And I see, our team doing that. I mean, down the stretch, we were really good defensively, and we had them on the perimeter, and they kept taking long shots and missing, and we kept rebounding the ball and going down and executing. I thought Jarrett Jack in the pick and roll was really good. And then when they tried to help on him, he was throwing it out to Joe. Joe had a couple of threes, and then Joe put it on the floor and went to the basket and made a couple of big shots as well.
Lionel, you guys had struggled most of the game with rebounding, but during that stretch in the fourth quarter, you either were even with them or ahead. Was it just an energy thing from the guys out there, or was there something different you guys were doing?
Well, we went small, and when we went small, they went small. They were already fairly small, but they had Fareed and Moskoff in the game. But when we went smaller, they moved Fareed to 5. No, they wound up taking both of those guys out of the game, actually. And then they went really small, and our small guys, kept them off the glass, and Mace dominated the boards from his position. And then they came back with Fareed later on, and Mace was already playing on a high level and continued.
Was that a conscious effort on your part to try to get them to go small?
My effort, my mindset was to go small, to try to change things up, because we weren't doing anything big. And I'd taken KG out for Mirza, and now it was time to make a sub to come back, and I decided to go Joe at 4 instead of, it wasn't, it's just like, I didn't plan it. I knew we were going to play small at some point today, and at that point, it's just like, felt like this was the right time.
Down the stretch, Mason had a series of plays that helped lead to the victory. Is he making it tough for you to play other bigs in big spots?
What other bigs am I going to play in those spots?
Sure, roster.
It's my roster. He's not making it tough. It was an easy decision to leave him in there. It's always easy. I mean, when people play well, tonight, nobody asked me about, I don't know his name Brook Lopez. I have to look at it. And that's not a knock on Brook. I can do that on anybody. But Brook got in and got a few touches and played, and he did well. You know, he was tired and dragging, and I knew I wasn't going to play much, but you know, whatever the situation warrants, that's who's going to be in the game. Let's put it that way.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to leave it to them, but I felt good out there. I felt like I could have gone longer, so you know, I'm not worried about getting a shot.
You were talking about being able to get in the game and to not kind of skip games. How did you have to fight to be active?
You know, Timmy was he was surprisingly easy about it. I don't know if he had it in his mind the whole time, but it went over well. I went through walkthrough. I came in a bit early, got some shots, and it felt good.
That was, I think, the first time you came off the bench since your rookie year. Did it feel any different, or what was that like?
It did feel different. And, you know, my routine's different and everything, but you know, if that's the situation, so be it. You know, it went well tonight.
Did it take some time for the rust to wear off, or was it like just like?
I don't think so. You know, I didn't do too much out there, so. But you know, it felt good to be back out there.
What do you think of the way Plumlee played?
Oh, he's been fantastic. He was fantastic signing. He's been fantastic. You know, he's going to keep improving. Like I said yesterday, we have lots of bigs that can do different things and bring us different things. We're very diversified.
How opposed or willing would you be to coming off the bench in the future?
Whatever the situation is, I'm going to do it. I'm a coachable guy. I'm team first. I don't want to be selfish. We're not selfish guys. So whatever we do, as long as it works, I think guys will be for it.
Thanks. Working particularly late in the game. What makes, I guess, you and Mason sort of a good pick and roll combination?
I mean, he does an unbelievable job setting screens, and then, you know, when he rolls, and he's very demonstrative with it, and he presents a really, really big target. And with his size and athleticism, the way he can get down the lane, he gets through there when, you know, defenses, for whatever reason, react to him a second too late. And with somebody that's so athletic, you can put it in various spots where he can score. So you can put it by the rim, you can put it in a place where he has to make one bounce and lay it up. And you know, all the credit to Mason, man. He's done a tremendous job for us. With guys being injured, him stepping in and playing really, really well.
There's a few occasions, particularly late in the game, where it was a situation like a 2-on-1 and the defender had to choose between going after you or going after Mason. Is that just sort of I guess a sign that the offense is working and that everything is clicking, that this ends up happening repeatedly?
I think so. I just think that's just, you know, goes back to energy and effort. You know, we usually when those opportunities present themselves, it's because you know, worked hard on the defensive end and you know, created some havoc, and the team maybe had to rush or get out of sync a little bit. And then we get out in transition and, you know, be able to make some plays.
Did you make any adjustment on Lawson? Because he sort of cooled off as the game went on.
I mean, you try to stay the course. You know, Ty's a really, really good player, man. You know, he got going early, and you just gotta, you know, just keep fighting the battle. You know, the battle within the battle, which is possession by possession, and trying to win each one of those. You know, he had a bunch of plays early where I thought he got going, especially some in transition, and then you know, you try to keep fighting, and then over the course of the third, fourth quarter, I thought, you know, myself and as well as the rest of my team was able to corral him a little bit better and, you know, keep him under control.
Thank you. How important was it when you see Mason out there, not just playing well for 40 minutes, but seemingly getting more energized as the game goes on?
Mason's been great, man. His energy, his effort, you know, taking the challenge and, you know, playing some of the premier fours or 5 minutes late. I think he's been doing a tremendous job, filling in for the absences of Brook. So, you know, we just gotta keep playing hard and keep grinding, man. I know it's not pretty right now, but, you know, win is win.
Did you laugh when his behind the back pass went off his foot?
Yeah.
Hey Joe, what was the difference today in the fourth quarter? See, I mean, it seems like a lot of times you guys are in that position where the team will go on a run this year and you haven't been able to make that run back. Why do you think you guys are able to?
Man, just moving the basketball. I thought that, you know, the pick and roll, you know, with me basically especially being at the 4, and Jarrett Jack and Mace playing pick and roll. You got to give them something. Right. And I think I made a 3, and then next thing you know, Jarrett Jack came and made probably like 2 or 3 floaters in a row. So it was just. It was just great execution on our part.
Was this the best that you think the offense has looked?
I think we've had moments where we looked pretty good, but tonight was one of those nights that especially in the fourth quarter, things were going our way because it was a game, and we managed to stay right where we needed to be going into the fourth. I think we were down like 1-2, and pretty much with about 3 or 4 minutes left, we kind of opened it up a little bit, gave ourselves a little cushion, and that's what it's about.
I know Shaw doesn't like to double. I mean, it seemed like you were kind of one-on-one against everybody, and at that point, you're probably happy to take it every time. Is that kind of your mentality?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're not going to trap or not going to double, then you're just trying to make the best play.
What do you think's been the biggest difference in Mason over the last several games?
It's opportunity. I think his confidence is real high right now, and knowing that we've really had to lean on Mason, and he's really came through for us.
Brook said he's willing to come off the bench if that's going to help the team win. That would probably mean that Plumlee would be in the starting lineup if Lopez wasn't starting. Would a rotation like that work better here?
I don't know. Only time will tell. To be honest. I understand that Brooks has to get back into game shape, and he's just trying to get his timing back. So we'll see what happens.